Okay, this is a repeat of yesterday. The planet Mercury has a total letter count of 103. 1 plus 3, 4. We can do the multiplication and the addition. If we did the multiplication, it'd be 34, or 3 and 4. Here's Venus, it's 81. 1 times 8, 1 plus 8, 8 and 9. Here is Earth. Earth is number 52. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2. On Earth, 17 total. We land on Q. We land on Q on both Venus and Earth. Here we land on G. Here is planet Mars, is 51. 5 and 6 in the game of craps, they call it Yo 11. Yo 11 meaning student as 11. Here is Jupiter, 9 times 9, 81. 9 and 9 is 18. We'll call that Venus. 1 times, sorry, this is 81. 81 and 9 times 9, 81. 9 and 9 is 18. 1881. So that would be 99 again. This is Saturn. It is 93 total letter count. 9 times 3, 27. Win a big red sun inside of Saturn. Here is Uranus, number 94. 9 by 4, 36. 9 plus 4, 13. Total is 49. Christ comes in. Christ and birth comes in, and altered current inside the moon. I have to do this on a larger scale. Here is Neptune, 9 times 5, 45. Inside Neptune comes the DNA. Birth inside the sun, spirit is 76. Why do I say this? Because the letter count, the number count is 95, so I go 9 times 5, 45. 9 plus 5, 14. 14 is your DNA. 19 as well as DNA. DNA equals to 19, but 14, what happens with number 14 is here's the letter A, here is the letter D, here is the letter E. The 14th letter is the letter N, D, N, A, electronic. The other thing about this, when it multiplies and adds, it's this. Then it multiplies and adds to this and becomes this. The spirit of 76 equals to 7 times 6, 7 plus 6. When you minus this, it also equals to 29. 29th day, Valentine's, inside the month of February. So what I do now is I'm going to go to a Gematria Earth system where planets 8 and 9 become planets 1 and 2. So now Mercury is going to be replaced or overlapped and as a new number, or 8 and 1 brings me to 9, or birth inside Mercury, where Venus is 11 brings me to 2 inside Venus. Okay, and now we're going to continue on. Now we're going to move Mercury into Earth. We're going to move Venus into Mars.
Which one's mine? The one without the knock?
Right, correct. Okay, we are going to move all the planets over 1. So where Mars was, number 51, is now Mars is going to be playing a role inside Jupiter, and Jupiter is going to be playing a role inside Saturn, where Saturn is going to play a role inside of Uranus, and we're going to work on the same 9 schedule. Or do we work on the same 9 schedule? We're going to move just everything over 1 or stick to the same. There is no 8. There is no 9. And then when you start over and you come to Neptune, where the planets get moved over. I'm not sure if I have these numbers right. I have to make them on a bigger scale. When I'm using my phone, I can't see it correctly. I moved Neptune into Mercury. I don't know if I have these numbers right. I moved Neptune into Mercury. Let me do this again. I moved Pluto into Venus. Then I'm going to start with Mercury is in Earth. Venus is in Mars. Venus is in Mars. Venus is in Mars. Earth is now in Jupiter. That's number 7. So your gateway now relies on Jupiter. Mars is now in Saturn. Jupiter is now in Uranus. And then we have to start all over again, or we can just stop it. Jupiter is now in Uranus, and now we're not going to count Saturn, or we're going to move Saturn over here now. So you have to go over this 4 times. You understand what I'm going to have to? I'm going to have to turn this camera around. Let's just show you my face for a second. So what I want to do is the 9 lives of the cat. I'm taking out positions 8 and 9, and I restart the cycle 4 times, and I go over it. And the numbers that are left over tells me an alternate story. So right now I've stopped at number 7. I'm going to reverse this camera again. It's very confusing. I should be doing this on my home computer where I can not have to hold the phone. Hold on a second. Right? And maybe if I just take out another piece of paper and do this again for the 4th time. We have, we have Neptune, Pluto, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. So if we moved everything over, we'd end up with this schedule. Like I said, I wanted to bring this into just 7. I'm going to leave it at 9. I have to test out all the scenarios. And now we're missing 2 more planets, so I would have to start another 9 schedule. And after Uranus would be Neptune, Pluto. Well, that would be starting the whole thing over again. And we'd end up with the same thing in this order. So what planets are we missing? None. It just gets reversed where Uranus ends up in the Pluto area. And Saturn is in Neptune. And Jupiter is in Uranus. And Mars is in Saturn. Okay, we're going to end it here and talk about this another time. Is there anything anybody wants to say about this? I'm not at home, so I just have to stop this video for now. We'll talk about it another time. Thank you. What happened? You said fuck it?
I was going to talk to him about the fridge, and they're not going to do anything about it.
About, you mean...
The electricity.